Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, when I start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now this lesson is going to be based on this magnitude 6.9 earthquake that struck the central Philippines, which has resulted in at least one person killed. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says at least one person has died following a 6.9 magnitude earthquake in central Philippines, according to local authorities, as fears rise about considerable destruction. The strong quake struck around 10 p.m. local time, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, only around 10 kilometers underwater, just west of Palawan in the Philippines and close to the city of Bogo in Cebu province. A quake of this strength in the region could cause casualties and damage to poorly built structures, early survey models suggest. The municipality of Medellin in Cebu reported that at least one person has died and many are injured. Footage shared on social media from Cebu province showed a fire breaking out at a mall due to the earthquake, as well as a badly damaged McDonald's. Beauty pageant contestants were seen in another video running off the stage as the earthquake started. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, which recorded multiple aftershocks close to the epicenter in the hours after the initial earthquake, canceled its tsunami alert for the Leyte, Biliran, and Cebu provinces early Wednesday morning local time. Cebu Governor Pam Baracuatro urged residents to remain calm in a social media video, saying the presidential office confirmed to her it will send immediate aid to Cebu, knowing that the provincial government is doing its best. Help is coming, she said. The Medellin municipality in Cebu added in its Facebook post that classes have been suspended until further notice and work has been suspended until facilities and buildings are assessed. More than 500,000 people felt very strong shaking across the Visayan Islands, which includes Cebu, Biliran, and Leyte in central Philippines, according to estimates from USGS. Said very strong shaking will bring considerable damage in poorly built or badly designed structures, as well as slight to moderate damage in well-built ordinary structures, according to the USGS. The Philippines sits along the Ring of Fire, a 25,000-mile arc of seismic fault lines around the Pacific Ocean that hosts more than half of the world's volcanoes. In 2022, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake in northern Luzon, the country's most populous island, killed at least 5 and injured over 100 people. In 2019, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake, also in Luzon, killed at least 11. Yeah, so just yet another sign of the times, more earthquakes happening. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And we are seeing an increase in earthquake activity, storms and tempests and fires. And these are all signs of the Lord visiting. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And when you look up the definition of diverse, it means many or multiple. And there are earthquakes happening all throughout the world. Some, of higher magnitude than others. Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before. Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and there's plenty of both of these things happening. There's plenty of earthquakes happening throughout the world, and there's plenty of uproars of the people in the form of riots and protests happening in the world. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder, powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And these earthquakes are some of those signs. Signs of the Lord visiting the world. Signs of the last days that we are clearly living in. And there's going to be a lot more earthquakes. And there's going to be a lot more fires. And there's going to be a lot more storms and tempests. And there's going to be a lot more destruction. And a lot more people are going to get wounded and killed. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And through his judgments, that is what the Heavenly Father does. He kills and wounds wicked people that he is angry with. Because like it says in Psalm 7:11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why every day the judgments of the Lord go forth. And people do get wounded, and people do get killed. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And the Lord gives many examples every day as to why it's a fearful thing to fall into his hands. The earthquakes, the fires, the storms and tempests, the shootings, the stabbings, the violence, the riots, the protests, all of these different events taking place are signs and proof of what happens when, in particular, wicked people fall into the hands of the Lord. The heavy judgment gets brought upon them. And these judgments are only going to get heavier. They're only going to get more intense and deadly. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. The people with whom the Lord is angry with are going to be punished in whatever manner the Lord sees for that judgment to play out. And these judgments are going to continue to take place all throughout the world. And men, women, and children are going to continue to be affected. Those of us of the hopeful elect should continue to see these judgments and fear the Lord. Because like it says in Proverbs 19:23, the fear of the Lord Yahweh tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. So if you're out here fearing the Lord, following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, rehearsing the righteous acts, watching, reading, praying, fasting, staying circumspect, doing what you're supposed to do in the eyes of the Lord, then He's going to take care of you. But if you're out here being wicked and angering the Lord, then He's going to bring heavy judgment upon you. It really is just that simple, whether people can understand it or not. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Until next time, shalom.